so much. We appreciate that. Stanley, man. Billy, he was lucky. He was lucky. He put that out in the line. He's a brave fella.
He earned it, boy. That boy earned it.
He earned it. He earned it. Well, everybody, we want to try to promote our new album out on Pine Castle Records. It's a tribute to James King. It's called A Storyteller's Memory. And we have any James King fans here with us here? Yeah. Well, the album's doing real good for us. It's our first major label release, and we have them with us. And we recorded songs like A Few Old Memories. Daddy Doesn't Pray Anymore, which we're going to do. Bed by the Window, 30 Years of Farming, Leaving, Crazy Heart. A song I wrote for James, which we'll get to later. And a cut by James back in 1989 of him singing a bonus track on there, A Cold, Cold World. It's all on the new record. And also, if you're worried about James King's eternity, I want you to get that album and read what I have inside, because you're going to want to read that wonderful story about James and you won't worry any longer. And we have them at the table over there, and it's called A Storyteller's Memory. This song right here we have recorded, and this gets to me every time. And I want to do it for you tonight, and we hope you enjoy our version of a song. It goes like this. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bows, head down to the floor. But Daddy doesn't pray anymore. I remember even when times were bad, he'd thank Jesus for everything he had. For a good wife, 3 children, and food upon a plate. Yeah, everything was right when he said grace. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bows, head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray. There was a time we didn't get along, 'cause I thought I was right and he was wrong. Still, when I lay down at night, I hear him get down on his knees and say a little prayer for me. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Guess he's finished talking to the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bows, head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Day I followed Daddy down to the church and listened to the preacher read God's word. We sang his favorite hymn, but Daddy didn't make a sound. This afternoon we'll lay him in the ground. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. Guess he's finally walking with the Lord. He used to fold his hands and bow his head down to the floor. Daddy doesn't pray anymore. No, Daddy doesn't pray anymore.
Good singing there, old buddy, I'll tell you.
Thank you. That's a tough one to get through each and every time. And I'll tell you what, isn't that a great song? Daddy doesn't pray anymore. And, thank you so much for enjoying those.
Ryan, I'd like to say a special howdy to some of my friends out there.
Go ahead and do that.
How many remember the Country Gentlemen back when Bill Yates and all them boys were... Well, Bill Yates' daughter happens to be here today. Would you stand up, Brenda? And there she is. She's a good friend of mine. There she is.
Everybody look at her. There she is.
She's going to kill me after the show, I can tell you that. I love that girl right there, I'll tell you. When Bill died, they asked me if I would speak at his funeral, and that was quite an honor to be there with a legend like Mr. Bill Yates. And, so that's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Good. You glad to be back on the road again, though?
What's
out
that?
there being busy again? You glad to be?
I am so glad.
I am too.
So glad. Because our bass player had to go out and get him a part-time job, you know.
Jim?
Yeah, we got a little slack on the bluegrass end, so he went out. There was an opening down at the Philadelphia Zoo up there in Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia Zoo?
One of the gorilla had died, and they asked him...
Wait a minute, the gorilla died?
Yeah. Would I lie? But anyway, the gorilla died. They wanted him to fill in until they could get another real gorilla. They had a gorilla suit all ready for him. They hired him on the spot. They put him out there. He didn't know what to do. Ma'am, don't leave. It's going to get better, please. Don't leave. Don't leave. But anyway, they put him in this gorilla suit, and he comes walking out there, you know, first day. And the kids got so upset. Mommy! Mommy! Look at the gorilla! Look at the gorilla! And so he started feeling a little better. So he goes, like, look at the gorilla, Mommy! Look. Man, he's starting to get into it. He starts jumping up and down, patting his chest. All of a sudden, he saw a vine there. He grabbed a hold of that vine and he started swinging back. The gorilla, Mommy! Look at the gorilla! All of a sudden, the vine broke. He landed in the lion's den. That lion jumped up. He's jumping. I can't let the kids know I'm not a gorilla. All of a sudden, that lion jumped up again. He jumped back, he pulled his mask off. Help me, somebody's got to help me. That lion reached up, pulled his mask off. It was Ernie Evans. He said, shut up, you're going to get us both fired in here today, boys. The gorilla!
Are you serious, Jim? So that he was telling the truth the whole time?
Yeah, nice laugh.
You look good with that. You want to play this song with anyone? All right, we'll see if you can do it. Wow. We're going to feature the mandolin on one here, and
at least he has more hair with that mask on.
Feature the mandolin player on one that goes like this. Get him started.
Gorilla!
Good job.
Boy, he's a picking machine, that boy. I tell you, we was up there playing in Perrysburg, Ohio. It was cold as all get out there. I had to go out in the car and get something. I walked outside, there was 3 Indians out there, and they're tracking something. I said, what are you tracking? They said, Ryan Frankhauser. Ryan Frankhauser? I said, how did you know it was Ryan Frankhauser? Him wrote name, yellow, snow.
All I can say is at least I didn't get thrown out of the lodge. You hear about that? He's a lodge member and they threw him clean out of the lodge the other day.
Why?
Why? Peeing in the pool?
I thought we all did that.
Not from the high dive. Threw him clean out of the pool. It doesn't matter. He's back with his bluegrass, but I tell you what.